Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ and with a little luck some MegaMek. Varank is in the chat. Hello, how's it going? Understand you had a dentist appointment and you're having to hurry home. So don't break any traffic laws on my accord. But I'm glad you're here. I'm also hoping to see random guys Geometro in the chat, hopefully, maybe at some point. He was in the Discord earlier, I noticed. I don't know if he wanted me to notice, but I did. So to start off with, a quick recap. We did, geez, I think it was like 4 weeks ago now, we arrived in Kirchbach. We took a week off for 4th of July. Oh, we took another week off recently, but it's not coming to mind. Anyway, yeah, we arrived at Kirchbach. We did a little bit of exploring on the ATB campaign state. We searched here and I think here. And then we found a battle. Here maybe? I don't remember. But it was an assassinate battle. It did not go super well for us. We attempted to reinforce and failed. There was an extra negative modifier, an enemy hot drop applied to the scenario, and honestly, if it hadn't been for that, things probably would have gone a lot better. We did convince Selma and Elliot to defect after that scenario. We did recover all of our mechs. In the end, I did rule that we controlled the battlefield. Just because we did destroy the demon tank and we did have their forces down to like 30%, I think, at the end. So yeah, we did have some losses though. The Atlas in particular is now scrap, if I can find it. There it is. There at the very top. Yeah, all that's left of it is a right arm. We probably took some of that apart last week and I just don't remember. But yeah, we got almost 7 million in C-bills in battle loss compensation for the Atlas. We got 400,000 for the Banshee, 4.9 million for the Goliath, 205,000 for the Black Knight, 81 for the Stalker, 38 for the Awesome, which I feel like the Awesome took a bit of damage, maybe more than that, but what do I know? The Great Worm, we got almost 2 million C-bills worth of battle loss compensation, and the Archer, we got 135,000. We salvaged a Mad Cat, Timberwolf A, which had the 2 ERPPCs, had, the right torso was destroyed along with the Streak SRM-6. We do, looks like, have some Streak, no. It says there's 15 shots, but it's written in red. I don't know if we're going to be able to salvage that. Let's see. And then after that, we started doing a bunch of repairs. So at this point in time, it looks like our repair bay is pretty well... No. We've got a bunch of people with half an hour left. We could maybe do something with that. We've got the armor. Yeah, a couple of ERPPCs is nice. Very nice. That's just those two. That's 30 points of damage per turn. Oh, that we don't need to do on a rush job. That's gonna be 145 minutes. We can do this on a rush job. We can have Halima start on that. Let's see, Anacito. Can we get started on this, I think. And fail, but gain an XP, so it's worth it. And then we'll try again tomorrow. Let's see, the Great Worm, also salvage. The Great Worm is the Great Worm clan tech? No, the Great Worm I don't believe is clan tech. Oh, Thomas Theismann is here. Hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Yeah, you kind of came at a slow time. We were just recapping last week, and trying to decide if there was anything else we can need to do, anything else we can do before we advance the day, because it's been a couple weeks real time since we advanced the day. We landed on this planet before July 4th. Uh, and then, yeah, that battle lasted 2 weeks. So yeah, it's been at least 3 weeks since we landed on this planet, and here we are just about to finish the first day. um, as far as the TO and E, the Atlas needs to come out. The Goliath needs to come out. Black Knight and the Banshee should still be good, right? Banshee is inoperable, but fixable. The Black Knight is inoperable, but fixable. The Great Worm, I think, is salvage, right? Yeah, the Great Worm is salvage. Ash's Archer? I don't think that one's salvage. I think that one lost a torso. Yeah, lost the right torso, right arm blown off, but other than that, pretty much good condition. The worm is inner sphere? Okay. Hmm. Well, in that case, we don't have to be too careful with these ER medium lasers. So, Janet, 6 for a veteran. These weapons are clan tag, so this must be my personal modification. We'll have Guillaume take out that foot actuator. We'll have Janet take out the upper leg actuator. Have Veronica take out the lower leg actuator. Ethan, is there anything you can do as a regular in 30 minutes? I don't think there is. So I think we're about ready to advance the day. Finally, to the 19th. No pop-ups, no nags, okay. Okay, so maintenance on the Thumper, maintenance on the Chippewa, both remain A, good deal. We salvaged the right leg off the Atlas. We did not fix the right arm on the Banshee. We will have to take another crack at that. We did fix the right leg on the Banshee. We got a bunch of armor and actuators and everything else fixed. We did not get the right torso on the Archer. Edeborg rolled a 2, but she did gain an XP for it. Which puts her at 3. Let's see. Is there anyone else who needs to maybe worry about going up? Doodles is at 21. Kirti Thandre is at 19. And Edeborg is not going to have any time left today after trying to put the right torso on that Archer, I don't think. No, she's not, but Ben might be able to get that on a 4. It'll take him a couple days. We'll go ahead and get started on that now. Mr. McGorilla, hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. And morning to you too. We were just finishing up some repairs from that last battle. We're gonna have to pull some stuff out of mothballs to fill out our first couple of lances. Mariana lance, we're gonna need what? We were at 380. We were at 380. If we lost 2, how are we down to 170? We must have been down to 370 or something. So anyway, yeah, we could pull out a couple 100-tonners to add to Mariana Lance if we wanted to. We do have another Atlas Mark III. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull the Atlas Mark III out. We'll have Zulfikar pull the Atlas out, and we will assign Earl to it. And we will add that guy into Mariana Lance. So that puts us at 270. We could go a little heavier with the Black Knight. I don't know how much heavier we can go with the Banshee. The Black Knight is on the lighter side for this lance. We could add another 100-tonner. We've got the Kraken ready here in the next few days. We could add that to the lance. And that'll be ready actually. Where is the Kraken? It was at less than 2,000 minutes a day ago, so it should be just over 1,000 minutes now. Around here somewhere. Anyway, yeah, we can have the Kraken for that, and then for Tonga Lance, we need something that's 45 tons. Wait. 130, 200, 280, yeah. 380, right? Yeah, okay. So we can add a 45 tonner to Tonga Lance. What do we have in the way of 45 tonners? Not a lot, I imagine. We've got a Phoenix Hawk Mark 1 or Mark 2, which literally does nothing but exchanges half a ton from machine gun ammo for armor. We've got a double heatsink Phoenix Hawk here. We've got the Kudo, which has a large laser and an LRM-20. It's not that fast, but is fairly well armored. We've got a Hatchetman, which is also fairly slow, but it is a 4.64. It has jump jets. It has the autocannon. It has the medium laser. I think that's a good candidate to upgrade. We'll have Ethan. No. Petty Officer Elizabeth Tay will take that out of mothballs. Vulcan. You want me to take the Vulcan out? It doesn't have a great movement profile. The armor is alright. Got an ER large and 2 mediums and 2 machine guns. So it's I'd kind of rather have the Hatchetman. I don't know. Hatchetman or the Vulcan? The Vulcan is more mobile. Has 112 armor versus 104. So the Vulcan has more armor. Downgrades the autocannon for an ER large. Mediums, 2 machine guns. 2 mediums. But it does add 2 machine guns to make up for it. You know what? I don't know if you're joking or not, but that's actually not a bad idea. It wouldn't be my first choice. I would like to upgrade that Hatchetman a bit. But in the meantime, I think this Vulcan might actually work. We'll have, not Ethan, have, hope that was someone sneezing, not someone fighting. Okay, so we'll have, Where did he go? Rangato, aka Tsubasa, who lost his Great Worm last week, will be getting into the Vulcan for this week. In the meantime, the Hatchetman, I know we can do some stuff with this. 3 and H Mark II, which is my own personal variant, adds almost 50 points of armor. Doesn't do that. Drops 3 heat sinks, which, I mean, this thing doesn't need anyway. It only builds up 9 points of weapon heat and 4 jumping, so it only can build up 13 points of heat. I'd like to go a step further and replace the autocannon with an LBX. The 0.1 has double heat sinks. The 0.5 has double heat sinks. The Mark II just drops heat sinks for armor. 3.3 heat sinks for 48 armor. We could do that and then just swap out the LBX for, like, I don't know, more armor. No, we can't do more armor. Maybe another medium laser, something like that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. It'll only take us a couple of days. We'll have Chris? No. Susan or Tamalika, maybe. Susan doesn't have the time for it. About Tamalika, I don't see her name on the list. There she is. Oh, she only has 120 minutes a day as well. We'll have Denise. No. Kazuko. Kazuko's not on any of my lists, so we can use Kazuko. Refit that. That'll take a couple of days, but not too long. Karen. What? Do we not have heat sinks? Okay, well, the Hatchetman might be more than just a couple of days. Personally, I don't like VL2Ts. Yeah, me neither. Mobility is good. It's not as good as I would like in a 40-ton mech. I'd really like to see that 7-11-7 movement profile, just for that extra point of evasion. I don't know. I think that's one thing the Assassin did right. The one thing the Assassin did wrong is its weapons loadout. It's a horrible mishmash of things that are all ineffective together, but if you consolidate all of its weapons into something that it can use, I really like that movement profile on a 40-ton mech. The Wolfhound, WLF is the Wolfhound, right? Yeah, the Assassin has terrible weapons. What is it, a medium laser, an SRM2, and an LRM5? That's 5 tons of weapons. You could have had 5 medium lasers for that. But I do get how every one of the canon mechs is flawed in some way, and I'm not against that because it gives us room to customize. It does have light armor, but I feel like its mobility is enough to where it shouldn't be relying on its armor. But yeah, I don't know, the Clint and the Vulcan at 696. 696 is just such an awkward movement profile for me because, like, you're investing a fair amount into your engine and jump jets at that point, but you're only getting the same return as if you were a 585 as far as your evasion goes. You are a little bit more maneuverable. You can get across the map a bit quicker as a 696 than a 585. But I don't know. Sorry. I wouldn't mind seeing a 585 45 tonner and seeing what you can do with that, but so far as I'm aware, there aren't any, at least up until this point in the timeline. 585 40 or 45 tonner? Because I know 585 is really popular among the 55 tonners, but they have enough armor to where they can withstand a couple of hits. If you don't have the armor to withstand enough hits to cover a 585 movement profile, then you gotta have that 711-7. That's just my... Still too early for Spectres. Yeah. XL, but it's 711-7. Yeah, the Spectre is good. The Wraith is good. Not a big believer in speed. Prefer armor. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I'm also a pretty big believer in armor, if you can't tell, considering the lightest mech in our company is a Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, pretty big believer in armor, especially in campaign games. In a campaign game, you cannot rely on speed long enough. You will eventually take a Gauss rifle to the leg that will ruin you. You'll take a PPC to the head, something like that. Eventually, the odds are going to catch up to you. With armor, the odds are that you will survive each hit. 696 does get you a little bit of buffer in the TMM. Like, you can walk forward and turn one hex face and still get that +2. You can run forward and turn twice and still get that +3. Or go through woods or up elevation, you know, whatever is going to cost you a movement point or two. Yeah. So yeah, with 696 you do get an extra movement point, and like I said, it doesn't affect your mobility, your ability to get across the field in a hurry. But as far as straight evasion goes, I feel like the difference between 585 and 696 is pretty negligible. Whereas once you get up to 711-7, you're looking at, you know, flat out you can get that +4 modifier for running. Or if you want that +3 modifier, you've got 4 movement points that you can spend doing other things. Jumping, you can get that +4 modifier. I don't know. I've just never been a huge fan of the 696 movement profile. I feel like it's kind of I feel like there's one line where your armor protects you, and there's another line where your mobility protects you, and 696 is kind of the dip where those two lines meet. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna be upgrading the Hatchetman. We've activated the Vulcan. Let's get the Vulcan. Okay, we've got a Don Gato in the Vulcan. Let's get the Vulcan into Tonga Lance. Alright, so we've got the Archer, we've got the Birdhouse, and we've got the Black Knight, and whatever we're going to put in. Oh, yeah, the Bane. Is going into Mariana Lance. So we've got our priorities. The Archer, the Black Knight, and the Birdhouse. The Archer needs its torso put back on, so that's going to be a couple more days. The Banshee needs its right arm repaired. That is going to be Ben or Edinburgh. They're both busy. We can have Loney do that over today and tomorrow. The Black Knight was the other one, right? Yeah, Yarvix. Who can we have repair the center torso? We can have Fred do that on a 4. Nice. The left arm on a 4 as well. The right leg on a 3 puts him at 75 minutes. And we're going to need a new left leg because he lost his. We can have Chris get started on that and hopefully not break a leg. We've got a cockpit we could put on. We can have Penny do that on a 5. Ooh, Edge saved the cockpit. Okay, so the Black Knight is almost ready for combat. Just needs another day for the leg. The Banshee is going to be another day or so. The Archer is going to be another couple of days. So what can we salvage off the Atlas? Jamel can salvage the arm. Did that remove it from the unit roster? It did. The Goliath, we can salvage the front right leg. We can salvage the right torso. That also removed the Gundog from our unit roster. Great Worm with its clan tech. Denise and Yasrudin. Yasrudin, do me a favor and get this ER medium laser out. And then where's Denise? I just saw her. Maybe I saw someone whose name was like that. Denise, there we go. We'll get this guy out on a 4. Kamalika will get the ammo bin out. The gyro we can have Anacito do. Let's see, the right leg. We'll have maybe Veronica take the right leg off. The cockpit we can have Kazuko take the cockpit out. Medium pulse laser is going to be a pretty big job. We'll have Ogi of Ratnabala actually. Inner Spear Tech, apparently. ER small, we'll have Sosik, try that. Huzzah. The head, we can have Kazuko take the head off. Upper arm actuator. Double heatsink. We'll go ahead and scrap the double heatsink so that we can salvage the right torso. Nice use of edge, yeah. That is why we have it. What part was that again? Yeah, the cockpit. Cockpits are not cheap. They're what, 300,000 C-bills a piece? And yeah, when you need a 5 and you get a 2, that's the perfect time to use an edge, because chances are you're going to fix it on your second roll. So yeah, that worked out well. We still have some people in the infirmary. The Black Knight still needs its leg. The Banshee still needs its right arm. Archer still needs its right torso. Now this Mad Cat, aka Timberwolf. We'll have Fred and Modry try to take the ERPPCs out. Successfully in both cases. We'll have Elena take out some pulse lasers. Let's see, the ferrofibrous armor is all going to be clan tech. The clan endosteel is all going to be clan tech. The double heat sinks are going to be clan tech. The XL engine is going to be clan tech. The gyro we should be able to get out on our own. We can have Okiko spend a couple of days getting the gyro out on a 3. Yeah, no problem. The cockpit we can have Bicknock spend a couple of days taking that off. We've got some actuators here. We can have our regulars knock those out. Actually, all of our Costa just needs 1 more XP and he'll be a veteran, so that is we'll have a veteran do the pod space. Three things. Alright, everything else on the Timberwolf is going to be clan tech. That's not already in progress. Oh, except the right leg. Can we get Fred Modry started on this right leg? I'll take him today and tomorrow, but yeah, we can get the right leg off, no problem. Yeah. Now we do have 2 lances that are ready to go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, the Hatchman is waiting on parts. So we've got Galatea and we've got Illusion Lance ready to roll. We've got the ATB campaign state looking a little rough. So we'll have Galatea Lance scout here. And you know what? We'll have Illusion Lance scout here. Okay. So we've still got 0500 to recon, and we still have all of track 1 to recon. But track 1 is a deployment period of 2 days, whereas track 0 is a deployment period of 0 days. So we'll get those guys back, should be tomorrow. I think we're ready to advance another day. And it's on the Hunchback to C. How did that go? The ERPPC went up, back to C, which is good. Couple of ER mediums also going up, which is great. 15 tons of armor have arrived. We got the right arm on the Banshee. We got the ER medium off the Great Worm. We got the left leg on the Black Knight. We're still working on the Archer. We did get the salvage of the right leg off the Mad Cat and the gyro as well. The cockpit's going to be another day or so. The Kraken is going to be another 4 days. The Hatchetman refit kit will be arriving in 5 days, and I don't even know what parts we're waiting on. Like, heat sinks? Armor? Oh, probably armor, because we were out. Oh, that's stupid. Stupid on my part is what I mean, not stupid on the game designer's part or anything like that. Let's have Illusion Lance scout here. We'll have Galatea Lance scout here. Oh, we've got a hostile industrial center and a hostile force. What hostile force have we got here? Oh, there goes the AC. Give me just a second. See if I can do something about that. Yeah, I think that worked. Okay, so, unfortunately means... There we go. Means you can't see my front door. So, scenario engage. Lots of clanners there, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm expecting so. This is Galatea Lance, which has a battle value of 11,000. We don't have anyone that we can reinforce with. And they're bringing 19,000 points worth of stuff, which hardly seems fair. No, that is definitely not a fair fight. I'm about to mulligan that. I don't mind the map. Rural homesteads, hot jungle, map size 30 by 40, daylight, gusting rain, strong gale, light fog, fine with me. But 19,000 points worth of stuff versus 11,000 points. I don't care if it is Princess, I don't care if she is stupid. I'm not giving her a 2-to-1 advantage over me. Especially not when we've got a Puma A with a 2-4 pilot. A pair of LRM-20s. A 2-4, that's pretty devastating. Not two Gauss rifles, fortunately, but pair of Ryokens, pair of Pumas, pair of Koshis, a trio of Koshis, trio of Pumas. I am sorely tempted to try to reinforce with, maybe not Mariana. We might be able to bring Tonga Lance into this. We won't be able to bring, well, what's the date on that? 9/26? 9/26, that's like forever from now. Okay, 9/20, okay, so that is today. Which means that the Archer is not going to be available unless we want to send it out without a right torso, which I do not want to do. Alright, we'll send Tonga, but we'll keep the Archer behind. Oh, not removed from TO&E. Okay, and did we succeed? Attempting to reinforce scenario engage without support points. Roll 2d6 +1. We got a 7. Reinforcement attempt succeeded. Extra negative modifier. Pirates present ground applied to scenario. Okay, well. Maybe the pirates will work on our side. But yeah, we now have unknown hostiles. 6,000 points. Oh wow, that is a lot of unknown hostiles, and they're all garbage. Yeah, third party. With a mech recovery vehicle, a partisan LRM tank, a WASP, a flatbed truck, a heavy tracked APC, another WASP, a couple rhinos, an Ontos. I think the Ontos might be the biggest threat. With all the medium lasers. Alternately, the partisan has, 60 LRMs. That's not bad either. Yeah. Galatea Lance will be our standard force. What's remaining of Tonga Lance will be our reinforcements. So they're deploying in the northeast. The unknown hostiles are deploying in the east. We're deploying in the southwest. So maybe there will be some mixing up between those two on the east side of the map before we come and engage. Nothing garbage about Ontos or Partisan. Yeah. I mean, most of the rest of this. A recovery vehicle, a couple of WASPs, an APC. I mean, I'm not saying there's nothing there, but for the most part, it's nothing to worry about. Alright. Engage the following enemy units and forces. But it doesn't tell me for how long. Alright, we'll go compact display. We sort by battle value as we do. Okay, so Hoser and the Stalker are going to arrive on round 9. The Vulcan will arrive on round 3. You know what? I think I'm okay with that. It's not ideal. Oh wait, Vulcan has a speed of 7. 696 plus 1 for jumping is 7. Plus 1 for and he should only be arriving on round 4, but Hoser and the Stalker should be arriving on round 8. Because Hoser does have a point of strategy and a point of tactics and all that good stuff. Alright. As far as the enemy op 4, our big bads are 3-4 in a Puma Prime with a pair of ERPPCs. God. So many clan mechs have just pair of ERPPCs, and it's 30 damage a turn if they hit with both, and it's ridiculous. The Puma is what, like a 30 tonner? 35 tonner. 35 tonner, fairly well armored for a 35 tonner, ERPPC in each arm. What the heck? And a targeting computer. Okay, so number 142, Puma Prime, with the 3-4 pilot Cody is our first target. Puma Prime with the 4-3 pilot is Aldin. That sounds like a free birth name. Is our second target. And the Puma A with Karina, the 2-4 pilot with 2 LRM-20s, is our third biggest target. So all the Pumas are bigger threats, even than the Stormcrows. With the 5 ER lasers, with the 40 LRMs, and the NARC. Pumas have to manage their heat. Yeah, so they're firing, what, 2 every other turn? Give or take. Still, those Pumas need to be my priority targets. They've got a high glass cannon quotient. They do a lot of damage and they don't have a lot of armor. That means they go down quick and you need to take them down quick. Let's check out this map. Oh, okay. This is not the same map. This must be generated. Right? Yeah, that is definitely not the same map. So we're looking at not super long sight lines. We're looking at some buildings, some swamps. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I did not realize that was going to be a thing. Hold on. Our team has 1 initiative, and within our team we are going last. We are also getting, an Oz Scout with an ace pilot. A 3-3 ace pilot with a medium laser. Whoop-de-doo. Round 4 we're getting Tsubasa. Round 8 we're getting Hoser and the Stalker. Tugio, right? Yeah. Alright, something I need to do real quick first, though. That is client settings, audio, mute. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I can. Oh, that is a lot of swamp. That is a lot of rain. Alright, oh, we've got a Cestus. Remind me what the Cestus has. A Gauss rifle, 2 larges. Our first goal is to get onto this pavement here, and maybe into this hex 1333. And from there, maybe we can oversee some stuff. But our visibility in the meantime is highly limited, which is fine. Oh, a commando. We've got Wyvern's Archer, which has the SRMs, which has the SRMs. We'll get you set up into these woods. Yeah, I like that. We've got the Marauder. The Marauder is gonna have a hard time doing much of anything on this map. He's just so slow and short-ranged. Yeah, we'll go there for now. And the Warhammer, which does have a little bit of range, can start here and maybe make his way to here. Alright, so our team has one initiative, but within our team we are going first. We do have an off scout deploying next turn. The Cestus can move forward to there. Oh, let's wait on that. We'll have Scarpani move forward to there. Commando, what are you doing? We've got blips over here. We've got sensor returns. And I need you to not be standing right in front of me to where I can't move. The heck, man? Alright, how many people got stuck in the mud? No targets. What is going on over here? Okay, a bunch of sensor returns, looks like. Don't know how many of those are hostile. Well, they're all hostile to me. Physical attacks? Sure, let's kick the building just because it pissed me off. Alright, no one's built up any heat yet. Our team has one initiative. But we are going after our ace, but before everyone else. Cestus. Wyvern. Scarponi. And Tentacle Shogun. Unit display, no. Minimap, no. Auto display, okay. Minimap. Show. Okay, that should be it. Okay. Tentacle Shogun. Oh, we got a sensor return on our flank over here. Is he gonna get stuck in the mud? I think so. I think this green and brown mess is muddy enough to stick us. No, we didn't get stuck. The heavy tracked APC also did not get stuck. Alright, Cestus. Next target. Alright, we'll go damage high low. And actually, let's go into client settings again. We'll go to main. I think it's under main. Is it not under main? Or order? No. Overlays? No. Auto display? No. I want to say it was under main. Somewhere around here, there's a thing that says default that needs to say damage first. Damage high to low. There it is. That's under unit tooltip unit display. Okay, mental note that I'm going to lose immediately. Yeah, nothing to shoot at here. Nothing to shoot at here. We actually have him on an 8. We'll do another couple of 8s. We'll go 2 heat over on 8s. Alright, we got him in the front for 7 with one of our ER medium lasers. We destroyed his searchlight and he has 13 armor remaining. And now the enemies know where we are. Alright, physical attacks, yeah, sure. We will kick the building. Because why not? Has 56 construction factor remaining. Alright, turn 3. We have lost initiative badly, and we are going first within our team. Also, by a significant margin. Cestus. Can't jump, not very fast at walking. We'll advance and turn. We'll head this way. Wyvern, of course, will also advance at full tilt. Scarpani, of course, will also be advancing at full tilt. Tentacle Shogun. You know what? Tentacle Shogun will stand still and let the tracked APC come to us. Alright, heavy tracked APC needs a 7 for driving on mud, gets the 7. The Cestus has eyes on a sensor return, but we can't shoot at. Archer likewise has eyes on no one. Scarponi can't shoot at anyone. Last but not least, the Marauder has him on a 6 and a pair of 6s. No. Go at We'll go the ER large, we'll go 1 ER medium, and we'll go 2 medium pulses. That'll go 3 heat over. That's 4 shots on 6s. And on 6s, we got him in the left side with an ER medium, costing him motive system damage, costing him driving skill roll penalties. And we got him in the front for 7, leaving him with 6 armor. For an APC, this thing is actually surprisingly tough. Hits from 84 to 56. Everyone's at 0 heat except the Marauder is up to 3. We've lost initiative and we are going first again. No surprise. And it is our turn to deploy. Let's start. Oh, I guess we've only got the Vulcan. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can jump next turn. Sure. We might be able to jump this turn. Our turn to move. Let's go to here. Check out that map again. Only one sensor return, and that's right here. So we'll go to there. Let's see. Archer will go there. Our punny will go there. Tsubasa in a more maneuverable mech than he's used to. Needs a 4, 3, +1, +1, -1. Gusting rain and strong gale. Alright, we made a 4. Good deal. And tentacle shotgun will stand still again. All of our allies will then move and try to take our kill. Vulcan needs a 4, got the 4, barely. Commando needs a 9, got the 9, barely. Let's see, the Cestus has the heavy tracked APC on outside of visual range, so that's a nothing. Archer has no one in range. Warhammer has no one in range. Tsubasa has no one in line of sight. Tentacle Shogun at the heavy tracked APC. We're gonna do, I think, the same thing again with the ER large and the ER medium and the 2 medium pulses. Unless we want to throw in maybe an SRM6 on a 7. Yeah, throw in an SRM6 on a 7. That'll give us a targeting penalty next round, but hopefully, well. We'll go 4 heat over with the SRMs on a 7. Alright, heavy tracked APC missed the Oscout with 2 machine guns on 11s. We got him in the front and destroyed the heavy tracked APC. The Drillson landed an SRM to the front as well. Oh, physical attacks. Who am I looking at here? Oh, Wyvern. Scarponi. And Tsubasa. All of them hit, all of them absorb some damage, all of them are one step closer to going down. Tentacle Shogun is at 4 heat, which is fine, because that's probably going to be the last engagement he has this battle. We have lost initiative, but we are going last within our team. Oh, we've got some more guys over here. We got some motorized infantry, looks like. Yeah, let's get some SRMs on them. We'll have the Cestus advance at a walk because running is not an option. The Griffin is stuck in front of us. Wyvern will advance at a run. Scarponi can still not get eyes on anyone. Maybe we'll wait for the rest of the group. We'll advance at a walk this turn. Tsubasa will advance at a run as well. To the jump. Griffin jumps into the bogged down terrain and gets stuck, of course, like you should have known you were gonna do. And like you have no excuse for not knowing you were gonna do. Okay, Cestus has the motorized on a 7 with the Gauss rifle, but I want that. Take a pair of 8s. Take a pair of 12s. Hold off on the Gauss rifle, because that's not super useful against infantry. Wyvern has no one in sight. Scarponi just has a couple sensor returns that he can't do anything about. Nope, Scarponi can't do anything. Tsubasa will take an 8, take a pair of 10s. And Tentacle Shogun, last but not least, we'll skip the ER large. We'll skip the ER mediums. We'll do 2 medium pulses on 6s. And we'll do 3 SRM 6s on 7s. That'll bring us to 4 over. That should do some good work. And I kind of wish we had loaded Infernos for this mission. Alright, Drillson killed 2 guys. Wolfhound killed 2 guys. Oscout killed 2 guys. Cestus didn't hit at all. The Vulcan didn't hit at all. Marauder killed 6, 12, 18. Yeah, all the guys. So cool. That is a kill for Tentacle Shogun. Those don't happen that often. He is still at 4 heat. Everyone else is running pretty cool. Our team has 1 initiative, and we are going actually towards the end of our team. Alright, Cestus. Cannot jump. Maybe can sprint? Yeah, we'll sprint this turn. Needs a 9 to avoid bogging down. No. How about a 7 to avoid bogging down? Looks like we made it. The Wyvern. Our pony. Get eyes on that since her turn. Let's hit it with some PPC fire, shall we? Tsubasa. Alright, Cestus narrowly avoids getting stuck in the swamp. Puma, while leaping and sprinting, falls and takes 3 damage to each leg, including 3 to the right leg, which crits on his upper and lower leg, and also crits on his upper and lower leg on his left side. So he is down 4 movement points, and that is 142. That is he dead? Why can I not bring him up? Oh, yeah, no. He fell on his head. Apparently not the first time either, because he took 5 damage and it destroyed his head. Okay, so Puma 142. Cody is dead. From pilot error. Okay. Now, was that the 3-4 or the 4-3? This could come in handy to know later. We've got the Rhino on a 7 with the Gauss rifle. Heck yeah. And a pair of 10s with the larges. And a pair of 12s with the mediums. Sure. Star Wyvern, you're going last. Scarponi, you've got the Rhino on 8s. No, we'll just do a pair of 8s. That was interesting? Yeah, it sure was. He jumped into the mud, got stuck, fell down. Oh wait, did he jump into the mud? What was he doing when he fell down? Oh, he was trying to fall. He was trying to leap off of a high elevation onto a low elevation. He landed on his head. Dang. Alright, Wyvern is going last. Tsubasa... Tsubasa has no one? Tsubasa has no one. Medical Shogun has no one. And Wyvern, I guess, has no one as well. Alright, Rhino support tank takes 10 damage to the front and is destroyed. Rhino support tank takes 3 shots at Scarponi with LRMs and misses. The Cestus hits the Rhino on the left side, but oh, that's a different Rhino. 153 is dead. 152 is taking shots at Scarponi and taking shots from the Cestus. Who's in the Cestus? Vernita is in the Cestus. Okay. And she hits the Rhino on the left side, hits it in the turret, locks the turret. That's not bad. Scarponi at the Rhino, 152, hits it in the front, hits it in the left side. Or no. Hits it in the front for 10, and then it starts taking random damage from an unknown source to the left side, which does cost it 2 to its driving skill rolls, and leaves it with 9 armor on the turret, 4 armor on the turret. Wow. So the Rhino now has 5 points of structure on its left side and is immobile. It fires at the Puma. Oh, heading over to Fluffy? Yeah, good luck, you guys. I wish you the best, and I'm glad you were able to stop by. I'm sad you couldn't stay, but hey, have fun. Good luck. What is it they say? Good hunting. So yeah, we'll see you maybe next time, whenever you can swing by again. Have a good one. Let's see. The Rhino shooting at the Puma hits it with 2 missiles. Oh, would have hit it with 2 missiles, but the right leg is behind cover, so a building takes that damage instead. And the Ost Scout misses the BattleMech recovery vehicle. Is where? Oh, and the Rhino. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Screw it. We'll go ahead and kick the buildings in case we need them destroyed later on. Everyone's at 0 heat except our Ost Scout, which is at 1 heat. This is the most it can ever build up. Our team is going after the primary op4, but before the pirates, and we are going first within our team. Okay. So the Cestus will advance at a run and try to get some of these guys into his line of fire. Wyvern will advance at a run as well. Tsubasa. Sorry, I'm still getting used to the keyboard controls here. Yeah, Tsubasa will jump to there where he's got eyes on the Rhino on the left side. Scarponi. Where else do we have enemies? We've got a couple of blips up here. There we go. Got a couple of blips up there, but I'd like to try to take out this Rhino first. Need a 5 to avoid slipping on the pavement. No, we'll do no roll. Alright, so the Cestus with the Gauss rifle and the pair of large lasers. We've got the Rhino on 7s. This is the same Rhino, right? $152. I thought we had done a significant amount of damage to someone's left side, but I guess not. Oh, there's the Pumas. We've got the Pumas on outside of visual range. We've got the Rhino on 7. So we'll take the Rhino, I guess, on 7s and 9s. Star Wyvern has no shots. Carponi has the Rhino on 5s, has the BattleMech recovery vehicle on 7s, has the Puma on 7s. That's gonna have to be the Puma. We'll go 4 heat over for that. Tsubasa has the Rhino on a 7, has the heavy BattleMech recovery vehicle on a 7. Do you have any weapons? You do not. You also don't have any armor or any internals. Yeah, you are super low priority. So we're going for the Rhino. We'll go 4 heat over for the Rhino. And Tentacle Shogun, last but not least, has eyes on no one. Alright, the Cestus misses on 7s and 9s. Scarponi hits the Puma in the left torso with a glancing blow down to 7 armor. Oh, Pumas are so annoying. The Vulcan missing on 7s and 9s. The Puma hits Scarponi with 12 LRMs, looks like. To the right leg, right arm, and right leg. The Ost Scout hits the Rhino in the front, costing it half its movement points. The Drillson misses with everything but 1 SRM, hitting on him in the left side. The Griffin misses. The Rhino lands 5 LRMs on Scarponi's right torso, down to 15 armor there. And 3 LRMs to the left leg. Would have been the head, but we diverted that with some edge. LRM 20. Only hit with 6 LRMs due to AMS to the left torso and left arm, and then another 16 to the arms, left torso, and right leg. Left torso is already down to 10, right arm is down to 12. Scarponi took 40 plus damage, needs an 8 to stay standing, gets a 12. Can we kick? Or do we just punch? We punched it for 7. The Ost Scout also kicked the heavy battle mech recovery vehicle, needed a 2, got a 7, hit in the left side, immobilizing it. Okay. Well, the heavy battle mech recovery vehicle is about to be toast if the Ost Scout keeps picking on it. In the meantime, Scarponi is at 5 heat, the Vulcan is at 4. I thought I did that differently. I thought Scarponi was supposed to be at 4. But we have 1 initiative, and we are going before our allied forces. Oh, it's my turn to deploy? Oh, heck yes. Well, put the stalker there. We'll put Hoser here. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Alright. Hoser, sprint forward. Stalker, sprint forward. Let's see, Marauder. Run forward. Cestus. Run forward. Oh, our S Scout is stuck. That's no good. He's gonna get himself killed. Let's see. Star Wyvern will advance at a run. Scarponi, can we make this corner? 5. Here's hoping. Yeah, we made it. Alright, good deal. Tsubasa. Three, 4, 5, 6. Should be short range for the ER large, so we'll do that. Warhammer needed a 5, got a 5. Almost fell down. So he skirted a little bit as he was making that corner. Alright, so Cestus at the Rhino on 5s and 9s and 11s. We've got out of visual range. We've got 9s. You know what? We'll take it. We'll go 4 heat over on 9s. We'll do A6, and we'll do a pair of 6s. That'll get us heat neutral again. Tsubasa. As the Puma on an 8. Yeah, we'll take that shot. Nothing else. Stalker. Attacker spread, can't do. No can do. Alright, Tentacle Shogun. Has the Puma on a 7. Maybe we can take out one of his arms? That would be lovely. We'll throw in an 11. Oh, no. We'll throw in a 10. Just to be 2 heat over instead of 2 heat under. Alright, the Puma hits the pirate MegaMek recovery vehicle in the right side, which stuns the crew for a turn. Our friendly Oscout hits the Rhino in the rear for 5, down to 35. The Cestus hits the Rhino in the left side for 15, down to 22, and costing it a driving roll penalty. The Archer at the Rhino hits it in the front, hits it in the front, hits it in the front. Critting on the LRM-10. Left side, front again. Front, costing it more motive system damage, down to 33 armor. Scarponi, missing with the PPC, did land both ER mediums to the turret and the rear, immobilizing the Rhino, so that's going to be an easy target from here on out. Tsubasa did not take an arm off the adder. Would have been nice, but he only rolled a 7. The Rhino does hit the Cestus with 18 LRMs to the center torso, left arm, right arm. Down to 13 on that right arm, down to 14 on that left arm. The Puma landed 18 LRMs on Scarponi to the left torso, left arm, left leg, and center torso. Tentacle Shogun returns fire, missing on 7s. The Drillson hits the Rhino in the left side, costing it half its movement points. Hits it in the left side with an SRM, costing it another movement point. And hit it in the front with a third SRM. I think that was 3. Costing it another half of its movement points, which at this point is probably nothing. Machine gun costed another movement point, SRM costed another half its movement points, and a final SRM immobilizes the Rhino and leaves it with 4 armor on the left side. So that Rhino, locked, immobile, down to 4 armor on the left side. The heavy MegaMek recovery vehicle is in kicking distance on a -1. We'll get it on a 15 damage. We kicked it in the rear, immobilized it, and hit the fuel tank and destroyed it. So that is a 2nd kill for Tentacle Shogun. This is a red letter day in his diary. Wyvern is up to 4 heat, everyone else is running cool. Our team is going last, but we are going 2nd in our team. Alright, Cestus, can we make a 4? Hope so. Poser will advance at a run on flat open ground. Mass murder. Poser will let him to borrow his mech artist. Who, Ben? I think Ben, last we checked, was your artist. Can we make a 4? I hope so. Nope. Wyvern cannot make a 4. Let's go ahead and be evasive. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to kick the table the mic was on. Who are we looking at? The Vulcan. Let's go with the Stalker first. We'll have him advance. We'll have Tentacle Shogun. And Tsubasa. Okay, I'm hoping we didn't get ourselves into too much trouble here. Oh, we may have gotten ourselves into a lot of trouble. Ostscout tries to break free of the train and fails. Cestus needs a 4, gets a 7. Wyvern needs a 4, gets a 3. Takes 7 damage to the left torso. And the Koshi, Mistlinks, jumps into Bogdown Train and gets stuck. Alright, Cestus, we're going for that left side. We're going on 1s and 3s and 5s. We'll go 2 heat over to try to kill the Rhino this turn. Hoser. There's no one in visual range. Wyvern, who fell this turn and is facing the wrong way, can't hit anything. Scarponi at the Puma. Got him on 6s, so that'll be 1 PPC, I think. 2 ER mediums. And we'll do 3 8s for mediums to go 5 heat over. Alright, Tsubasa has him on 7s, that'll be everything. Oh, we've got him on a 7. Yeah, we'll take a couple of those. Yeah, we'll shoot everything we can at that Rhino. And last but not least, the Marauder. We've got the Puma on 6s. I think we're gonna skip the ER large. I think we're gonna skip the 2 ER mediums. We'll go straight for the pulse lasers on 4s. We'll throw in 2 SRM 6s on 5s. That'll put us at 6 heat over. Hopefully that's all it takes to take him down. Alright, the Puma hits the Ostscout in the left torso with an ER PPC, critting on 3 of its jump jets. Fortunately missed with the second one, because he can't take another one of those. Missed on a 4, got a 2. The Mistlinks at the Rhino, missing on 9s and 10s. The Dasher at the Rhino hits it in the right side, and the rear. The Elementals hit Tsubasa with 6 SRMs. 2 to the center torso, left and right torso, and the left arm. Would have been the right leg, but it's behind cover. The Mistlinks hits the Rhino in the right side and the turret. The Koshi hits the Rhino in the right side and the turret and the rear. The Ryokan hits the Rhino in the right side and the turret and the rear. The Ostscout hits the Puma in the right leg. The Cestus hits the Rhino in the turret and the left side, leaving it with 4 structure. And the left side again, destroying the Rhino. That is a kill for the Cestus. Who is that again? Vernita? Yeah, Vernita got a kill in the Cestus. Nice. A Rhino, too. Nothing to sneer at. Scarponi hits the adder in the left leg and the right leg. left leg is a solid shot, but the right leg was a glancing blow. The left arm, the left leg down to 7 structure. The Vulcan at the Puma hits it in the right torso and the center torso, both glancing blows down to 5 armor on that right torso. The Stalker at the Rhino, which is already dead, all of them hit the left side. Tentacle Shogun at the Puma hits it in the right torso, hits it in the right arm, hits it in the center torso and the left leg. And then 4 SRMs to the left arm, to the right arm and right torso. The Drillson, landing a couple of SRMs on the Puma's right arm, critting on his PPC, finally. And another SRM to the left arm, another SRM to the right arm. Wolfhound hits him in the center torso rear and the right torso rear, and the Puma needs an 8 to stay standing, gets the 8, barely. For 60 plus damage. Tsubasa, can we kick the Puma? On a 4, I hope we can. Tentacle Shogun, we'll go ahead and kick the building, because why not? We might need it down earlier. Or later. Alright, we kicked him in the right leg, he kicked us in the left leg. He's got 6 armor left, we've got 7. We did kick the building, everyone stays standing. Tsubasa just barely. Alright, the Puma's up to 9 heat, but that wouldn't be a problem anymore because he's down to 1 PPC. Wolfhound is at 5 heat. Scarponi is at 5 heat. Tsubasa is at 5 heat. Tentacle Shogun is at 6. This was a pretty hot round for us. Our team is going last, but we are going... Well, we're going almost last in our team. We're at 97%, they're at 75%, which is fine by me. Oh wait, I forgot to check the third team battle value. Alright. Test this. Get over here into the muddy ground. Hoser will run through the muddy ground. Needs a 7 to avoid bogging down. Or we could go here, but that would also be 4 to avoid falling. Take a 7 to avoid bogging down. And we got stuck. Dang. Wyvern will try to get up and get his butt moving, and we succeed at that. Alright, Vulcan, Tsubasa. Oh, no, you can't really see that very well. Let's go... How high is this building? Height 3. Now let's go over here for a turn. Cool off. Scarponi will advance... I want to say 1 hex. The Stalker will advance 1 hex. Tentacle Shogun. We'll jump 3 hexes to get a little bit of evasion. We've got some pulse lasers we can pull on that Puma. Or those Pumas. Alright, Oscout finally breaks free of the terrain. Koshi does not. Hoser gets stuck, needed a 7, got a 6. Wyvern needed a 5 to get up, gets a 10, and the Koshi jumps into bogged down terrain and gets stuck. Alright, the Cestus. We've got the Puma on 8s, we'll go ahead and take an 8 and a pair of 10s. I'll throw in a pair of 12s just to be 3 heat over. Hoser does not have eyes on the Puma, I don't think. No, he does not. Wyvern apparently has eyes on a Dasher on 10s. Needs snowshoes for mud. Yeah. I would have thought that the Awesome had a big enough footprint where it wouldn't sink in, but what do I know? Alright, so we've got 10s. We'll stop at 2 heat over on 10s. Maybe we'll get a better shot next turn. Scarponi at the Puma. We've got him on 6s. That'll be, I don't think any PPCs. That'll be 2 6s and a bunch of 8s. We'll go 4 heat over. No? We'll do 2 ER mediums. We'll do all the mediums except for 1. And then the rest will all be ER smalls on 8s. We'll go 7 heat over for that. So hopefully we can take him down this turn. Tsubasa has a bunch of people that he could kind of see, but nothing he's got a shot at. Same thing with the Stalker, everything is out of range. And the Marauder, we've got this Puma on 6s, so we'll skip the ER large. We'll skip the ER mediums. We'll just do all the pulse lasers on 4s. That'll put us at 5 heat over. Okay, I saw prone, that's a good sign. The Drillson misses the Puma with everything on 11s and 12s. The Puma misses Scarponi on a 7. The Wolfhound misses the Puma on an 8 and a 12. The Griffin misses the Puma on a 12. The Cestus hits the Puma in the right arm, destroying it, and transferring into the right torso, destroying it, and transferring into the center torso, which is down to 12 armor. So that is the right arm destroyed on the Puma. It only had 3 points left, apparently, because 12 points transferred to the right torso. The Dasher hits Archer Wyvern in the left torso with an ER medium for 7, down to 10 armor. Wyvern on 10s at the Dasher hits him in the head and causes it to black out. Oh, Mini Montezuma needed a 3 to stay conscious, got a 2. So that is going to be very bad for the Dasher next turn when we get a little bit closer. And when it's not evasive. And we're going to just annihilate it in a swarm of missiles. The Koshi does hit Tentacle Shogun with 4 L arms to the left arm. Scarponi with the PPC's silent hits the Puma in the left torso. Hits it, would have been the right leg. It takes damage to the building. Medium laser to the center torso. ER smalls to the building. ER small to the center torso critical for no effect. Not the damage output I was hoping for. Seriously. On 6s and 8s, we hit 1 for 2, 2 for 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 for what? 12? We hit 50-50 on 8s and 6s. That's, well, I guess that's not terrible, but I was hoping for more. We did actually roll more hits than that. It's just that those legs are behind cover. The Koshi misses Tentacle Shogun on an 11. The Puma hits Scarponi in the left leg and the right arm. Was Hoser rolling those dice? Yeah, 3s, 5s, 3s, 5s. Yeah, when we needed 6s and 8s and he's over here rolling 3s and 5s, that's not gonna work. So the Puma hits Scarponi on the left leg and the right arm with a couple small pulse lasers. Tentacle Shogun at the Puma with pulse lasers. Or no, yeah, yeah, medium pulse lasers. Hits it in the left arm, the left torso, the right arm twice, the left arm again with a glancing blow down to 2 armor. Puma 138 falls down, takes 4 damage to the right torso, leaving it with 1 armor, and forcing his first consciousness check, which he succeeds beautifully with a 12. Puma 141 stays standing. So 138 and 141 are the 2 to watch out for. Scarponi, yeah. Here, let's go ahead and kick this building in case we need to take it down later. We'll do the same thing over here. Okay, we kicked a couple buildings, no big deal. Except to the building's owners, I'm sure. The Puma is at 15 heat, needs a 4+ to avoid shutting down, gets a 10. Scarponi is at 7, Tentacle Shogun is at 5. Griffin is at 3, Wolfhound is at 6, Cestus is at 3. Lots of people are starting to heat up. And we are drawing near to the end of tonight's stream. We have lost initiative, and we are in fact going right after our mech ace. The one in the Ostscout. Yep. Okay, so Cestus. Advancing at a walk, I suppose. Hoser. Advancing at a walk, I suppose. The only other option is a sprint. Wyvern. Can we get eyes on the dasher? We could get eyes on the dasher through like 1 heavy woods, I think. LOS blocked by woods. What? Oh no. It says we can see him. Maybe it's just because he's elevated. We'll try it. Yeah, if we could take that dasher out while he's unconscious, that would be fantastic. I do not like dashers. Okay, so Scarponi. We can move forward and turn. Tsubasa. Jump 5 hexes. Try to finish off this Puma. Stalker, yeah, we'll continue advancing. Needs a 7 to avoid falling down, hopefully. Yeah, we made it. Okay, first decent roll of the game. Let's see, Tentacle Shogun will stand still and just tank whatever comes his way while he unloads onto that Puma. Alright, Puma tries to stand up, I assume, and fails. Takes 4 damage to the left arm, critting on his LRM 20. Nice. Stalker needs a 7, gets a 10. Puma needs a 7, gets an 11. Alright, so just the 1 is prone. Let's see. No, go back to the Cestus. We've got this guy on 8s. Yeah, we'll take an 8, and we'll take a couple 9s, and we'll take a couple of 11s too. Hoser. Still, no targets in visual range. Let's see. Wyvern has the dasher on 2s. Oh, yes. We'll go 5 heat over on 2s. Yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully it's not overkill. Scarponi at the Puma. Got him on 6s. We'll skip the PPCs. We'll skip one of the ER mediums. Throw in a couple of 8s just to go 1 heat over, or we'll go 3 heat over. Tsubasa at the Puma on 8s as well. 8s and 10s, we'll go 3 heat over for that. Outside of visual range, so nothing happening there. Tentacle Shogun at the other Puma. Oh, excuse me, sorry. That'll be a bunch of medium pulses on 2s. And a couple of SRMs on 3s. We'll go 5 heat over for the SRMs. Okay, the Ost Scout hits our Ost Scout hits the Koshi in the right leg for 2, down to 3. The Cestus hits the Adder in the left arm for 7, down to 2. Large laser to the left arm destroys the left arm, transfers into the left torso rear, critting on a double heat sink. Wyvern at the Fire Moth hits it in the left leg, hits it in the center torso critting on the gyro, right arm. Center torso critting on the gyro, the head, and the center torso. So that is a Fire Moth down. Yeah, it was kind of overkill. Scarponi at the Puma hits it in the center torso rear with an ER medium, down to 6. Center torso with a medium laser, down to 4. Medium lasers, ER smalls, left torso rear, critting on his engine, destroyed by engine destruction. Okay, good deal. The Vulcan missing on 8s and 10s, Tentacle Shogun at the other Puma hits it in the left leg, hits it on the right arm, down to 7 structure on the right torso. Yeah, very nice. I agree. SRMs at the Puma, destroying his right torso, destroying his left arm, and transferring into the center torso where he's got 3 armor left. Nice. The Drillson at Puma, number 138. Missing everything on 10s and 11s. The Koshi misses Wyvern on 9s. The Puma at Tentacle Shogun lands some small pulse lasers to the right arm, right torso, and a flamer to the center torso. And 12 LRMs to the right leg and left torso, down to 18 on that left torso. The Ryokan Stormcrow misses Wyvern with the Narc launcher, misses him with the 2 LRM-20s. The Griffin shoots his PPC and LRMs at the Dasher, hits him in the right torso and the SRM ammo, and completely obliterates the Dasher. Oh, no, it does not completely obliterate it. Damage prevented by case. So it still has the center torso. So Puma 138 falls down, takes 4 to the left torso rear, narrowly avoids hurting the pilot, and Tentacle Shogun needs a 6 to stay standing, gets a 7. Okay. So we've still got quite a few question marks on the map, but we're making some pretty good headway. Physical attacks, let's, in case we need to. Another 36 structure. Hoop-de-doo. Okay, the Griffin is up to 10 heat. Wish he wouldn't have done that. Cestus is up to 3. The Puma is up to 8. Archer is up to 5. Tsubasa and Scarponi are both up to 3, and Tentacle Shogun is up to 5. Our team has 1 initiative, but we are going right after or no, we're going first in our team. Lovely. Alright, let's get the back line moving up as fast as we can. Where's Wyvern? We'll make a 4, I hope. Nope, Wyvern fell down trying to get into the woods. Cestus, moving forward. Scarponi, moving forward. Get eyes on those sensor returns, maybe? Nope. We've got a Ryokan up here, we've got a Koshi up here who's stuck in the mud. Tentacle Shogun. Let's get into those woods. Tsubasa. Immobile and prone. This is Puma number 138. Okay. We will jump to here. Try to hit him with some machine guns or something. Medium lasers and whatnot. Alright, Koshi fails to break free of the terrain. Hoser, sorry, not Hoser, Wyvern, needs a 4, gets a 2, falls on his front, taking 5 to the right arm and 2 to the center torso. Successfully avoids damage to the pilot. The Puma, 138, needs a 9 to get up, gets a 7, takes 4 to the left leg. Needs a 9 to get up, gets a 5. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot in the fall, gets a 5. Needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets a 5. Takes another attempt to stand up, needs a 9, gets an 8. Takes 4 to the left leg, fails his seatbelt check, fails his consciousness check. So the Puma, number 138, is unconscious. Can we hit him in the head? Only on an 11. Maybe the left torso? Left torso, we've got him on 4s. Yeah, that sounds a lot more doable. We go 3 heat over to use one of the mediums, but not the other. Let's see, the Cestus only has the Puma. Only has the left torso. Go 1 heat over because I don't feel like overkilling the Puma. Hoser still has eyes on no one. Wyvern, being prone and all, has eyes on no one. Scarponi. We hit this Koshi. On 7s, it looks like. We go 3 heat over on a pair of 7s. Not what I meant to click. And Tentacle Shogun at the Koshi. We'll skip the ER large. We'll do a pair of ER mediums. We'll do a pair of SRMs. That puts us 3 heat over. Oh, Tentacle Shogun is a bit of a target this turn. Oh, Tentacle Shogun went prone. Okay. Tsubasa destroyed the Puma to the left torso, engine destruction. Good deal, just what I was hoping for. The Cestus follows that up with a Gauss rifle shot to the left torso, which transfers to the center torso and destroys the Puma. Okay. Ryokan misses Tentacle Shogun on 12s. Koshi misses on 8s, except for an ER small to the center torso and 6 SRMs. Mostly to the entirely to the left side, mostly to the leg. Scarponi at the Koshi hits it in the head, leaving it with 2 structure. Hits it in the left arm, leaving it with 3 structure. We got some elementals shooting at Tentacle Shogun, missing on 12s and 11s. We got Tentacle Shogun at the Koshi, hits it in the center torso with an ER medium for 7, down to 3. Another one to the left leg for 7, down to 4 structure, critting on his upper leg. Edge reroll was nice. Yeah, could have been an SRM to the head. Let's see. We were checking out Tentacle Shogun at the Koshi. Hit him in the center torso, hit him in the left leg, down to 4 structure, and hit him with 10 SRMs to the left leg, to the left torso, critting on his engine, leaving him with 2 structure on his left leg. Dang. The Koshi at Tentacle Shogun misses with the 2 machine guns, does hit with 4 SRMs. Would have been the head, but Tentacle Shogun has 2 edge remaining. Would have been the head again. 2 hits, 2 head hits out of 1 SRM4. Cost us 2 edge, and did damage to our right arm, left, and center torso. The Koshi at the Commando hits it in the center torso, hits it in the right arm, hits it in the left and center torso with LRMs. Left torso is down to 1, center torso is down to 4. The Commando at the missed links hits him with 5 SRMs to the left leg, right torso, center torso, down to 1 arm on that right leg. And 4 more to the left torso, critical for no effect, center torso and left arm. The Ryokan misses with the Narc, misses with all the missiles. And the Adder 140 does land 12 LRMs on Tentacle Shogun's right torso. Would have been his head, but cost him his last point of edge. Left leg and center torso. 9 more missiles to the right leg and center torso. The Ost Scout hits the missed links in the center torso rear for 2, down to 4 armor. Koshi falls down. Tentacle Shogun goes down. Needs a 9, gets an 8. Wait. Base target is 7. Oh, because of the Gusting Rain, Strong Gale, Jungle, and Mud. Okay. Planners are doing a lot of head hits this game, yeah. And Tentacle Shogun just fell down because of a combination of the weather and the terrain and 40 plus damage. Takes 8 damage to his right leg, down to 14 armor there. Takes his first consciousness check, which he does succeed. And this, I think, is where we are going to save it. This was Engage, was the type of battle. Speaking of which, what turn were we on? We're on round 12. I feel like the objectives are kind of complete at this point. We don't know what the objectives exactly are. Engage the enemy units for at least null turns. There's no provision for if you destroy 75% or 50% or anything. So what might happen... Yeah, our mission objective is to engage them for null turns. If it weren't so late, I might go ahead and finish this up now. But it kind of is, and I have things I need to do. So we're gonna save our game there. We're gonna minimize that. We're gonna already save this. Yeah, we can minimize. We can save that as exit save. Null turns has been achieved. Yeah, I feel like it has. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. And if we haven't seen you yet, you're more than welcome. Come on, join the party. Varenk, Thomas, Mr. McGorilla, I thought Gribbly showed up for a little bit too, but I guess I'm mistaken. But yeah, thanks for showing up, you guys. I do appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you. And we will see you guys next week, unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong. We'll see you then.